Yeah, I mean, it literally doesn't penetrate half as far as a 9mm. It gets in, and the bullet is made, as I understand, I could be wrong, but it's made of tungsten carbide. It actually expands and explodes, and not explodes like powder charge explode. Excuse me. But what it does inside the gel is just awe-striking. It won't go through drywall. It won't penetrate the walls in your house. So the beauty of this round is you don't deal with the over-penetration. You get, when you actually hit your target, you get all of the energy of that bullet transferred into that target. And it has a positive effect on the target. It's going to leave a big gaping hole. It's hard to close up. That's what you're after. No matter what you carry as far as defensive ammunition, whether you carry ball ammunition or whatever ammunition you carry, do the research for yourself. But trust me, you shouldn't be carrying hand-loaded ammunition, because it's not because it might not work. I wouldn't carry any ammunition that I didn't hand load myself personally, but if you're taking hand loads from somebody else, that's bad in and of itself. But whatever ammunition type you're going to carry, make sure you train with it. I mean, I know it's expensive. Extreme Shock ammunition is very expensive. And from what I understand, they're changing their name because Extreme Shock sounds horrible or whatever. It scares people. So I don't know what their new name's going to be. It might be out there. I haven't looked, honestly. But I did find out that they are going to change their name from Extreme Shock to something else. But it's going to be the same bullet. But whatever you choose to carry, buy some, take it out and shoot it. You need to know exactly where bullet impact is with the bullet that you're going to carry. You know, when I carry 9mm, whatever the hollow point I carry 124 grain ammunition. And through experience and through shooting my 9mm with a variety of different ammunition, I know that the 124 grains bullet impact are all kind of negligible on the target at, close range. So whatever you're going to carry, take it out and train with it. I know it's expensive. You can buy a Winchester white box for whatever you can buy it for at Bass Pro or Wally World or wherever you get it. And it's cheap, and you can take, and that's great to take out and shoot and practice and train. But you really need to spend some time training with the actual ammunition that you're going to use. The other thing I'd like to point out is you need to know that, because your gun, especially if you're carrying a 1911, might decide it does not like it. 1911s are really finicky about the type of ammunition they'll run, and there's plenty of other guns that are. But the reason being for a 1911 is it was not designed to chamber a hollow point. It was designed to chamber ball ammunition, because that's what was around when the gun was designed in 1911 or 1908 or whatever it was actually designed. 1911 was the year it put in service, to my understanding. Anyway, my 1911 would feed the Speer Gold Dot because of the relatively rounded front end on the bullet. It will feed the Extreme Shock just fine. He actually left me some of this. I traded him. I gave him some Speer Gold Dot. I don't believe, just from going out back and trying to ram some ammo, I don't believe my 1911 would actually chamber that. Now, he was carrying a custom gun that was very well suited for what he was doing with that ammunition. But point being, you need to do a little bit of research on the laws in your state. Man, there's a bazillion websites out there, and I'm not going to try and get into who, what, when, why, where, and how. But you need to do a little bit of research and see what the legal precedences are in your state before you make your ammunition selections. These crackheads like to get up there, and when they put you on the stand in the civil trial and they say, Mr. So-and-so, when you killed Donnie the Dirtbag, Karen the crackhead here now can't support her 36 children because he was their only means of supporting them, even though he was trying to rob you and hurt your family and all that. That's how he was feeding his family. And you knew that one day you would see Donnie the Dirtbag, and you knew that one day you would get the opportunity to kill him. So instead of just going out and buying ammunition off the shelf that you knew would do the job, you created an evil bullet that you knew would end a human life. Why did you do that? And that sounds stupid and way over theatric. But let me tell you, here's my opinion on a jury. A jury is typically made up of 12 people that were not smart enough to get out of jury duty. There's always one or two that are just understand they're doing their civic duties. But most of them are out trying to prove a point. You don't know what their stance is on gun control. You don't know what their stance is on, death penalty, whatever. Abortion. Everybody's always quick to judge who should be able to take a human life. And I'm not going to get into any of it. I don't care what your stance is on abortion. I don't care what your stance is on anything. What you need to understand is the people that could be deciding whether or not you lose your home may think that there's absolutely no reason in the world, including protecting your own life, that should entitle you to take another human life. So with that in mind, you need to prepare for it. It's not for the best situation. As with everything, it's the worst situation. This is the most important decision you can make, in my opinion. You can train for speed loads and malfunction drills and all that. Your average gunfight in the United States takes place from 3 to 5 feet. There's 3 to 5 shots fired, and it's over in 3 to 5 seconds. You don't need to worry about reloads. You're not going to need to worry about magazine changes. You're not going to need to worry about clearing malfunctions. What you need to worry about is getting that weapon system out of its holster, wherever you're hiding it, get your sight on the bad guy, and start pressing the trigger until the problem stops. After that all happens, and I really hope if you're ever put in that situation that you are able to survive it. But when that situation is over, don't let it still end your life. Do a little bit of research, know what you should do, and be ready for it. On my logo, I always got something on there. There's a little saying on the bottom. What that in Latin, what that saying means is, pray for peace, prepare for war. And I truly believe that. That is truly my mindset. I don't want to get in a gunfight with anybody. But if somebody forces me to take their life, I'm going to do it as fast as I can, as efficiently as I can. And hopefully with minimal collateral damage. And not only that collateral damage is people around, but it's also what happens to me when it's over. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, love to hear them. Don't forget to hit the like button if you did like it. Helps me get out into cyberspace and people to start to see what I'm doing. So have a good day, and I appreciate it.